Hi, we're in Tottenham Hall in the Memorial Union, and I'm going to be demonstrating my project called Zebra Road Rage for Mike Scott's 295 class. My name is Allison Prioli, and I'm from Cape May, New Jersey. My game, basically, you are a zebra, and you control the zebra through moving your hands, but if you don't want to use the glove controller, you can also switch out a code and use the arrow keys on the keyboard to control the zebra. In the game, your whole goal is to help the zebra survive as long as he can to cross the road and get to a new home because he escaped from the zoo. You do this by crushing cars. However, you do need energy to crush those cars. So, magical mysterious grass pops up and you have to eat it. For every car you crush, you lose 2 points of energy, and for every grass you eat, you gain 10. So you need to maintain a good level of energy to destroy your cars. Along with the energy levels, you also want to maintain a high score. Your game basically runs on a timer, and once you reach a certain point, the game will end and you will win. So your main goal is to just survive and crush as many cars as you can and to stay out of danger. When you do get hit by a car, the zebra will lose a life. You have 3 lives, and at the end of the game you will get to see the zebra's new home. So I hope you enjoy playing, and here's my demonstration. Gloves connected. It is a big mess of wires. Tape. So I'm going to tape the wires to the alligator clips with electrical tape. So when playing the game, you don't have to worry about the controller coming out of the alligator's clips. So you can see that now I secure the wires in a manner that when you play using the controller of the gloves, your hands will not break the connection between the pica board. On your left hand, this is a receiver for your right hand. This little thing here makes the zebra move right. You have to touch it to the opposite receiver on your right hand here to make the zebra move right. And to make the zebra move left, you receiver. Now, if you want the zebra to jump, you have 2 options. You can either move this middle finger on your left hand to the receiver on the back of your palm of your right hand, or you can move your ring finger to the back of the palm on your left hand. And that's how the game operates the zebra on screen. This is the welcome screen to Zebra Road Rage. As soon as you press the green flag, the instructions come up and it tells you how to play. This is done by the code on the left. It's basically setting where the zebra is, and then it's telling it what to say. And then the Zebra Road Rage, the logo, is just basically the same code. It's set to the position, and it's just showed to show when you click the start button, and when you press the space button, it hides from the code below. Start button cue is when I receive start, so you have the option of pressing the space bar or pressing the button on the pica board to start the game. So you will see this in most of the sprites. They either show or hide. When you press the flag, all the other sprites hide, and then when you press the space bar or the button, the big zebra and the logo disappear. So then when you press the space bar or the button to continue, you will be cued to the game where you see the cars moving and the zebra moving. The cars move through a BYOB block called drive. This block basically determines where the position of the car is in relation to the zebra. And if the zebra is touching the car, it tells it to die by broadcasting to zebra die and changing the lights. It's also saying that if the zebra is above the car, you crush it, but it has to go in its Y position. And if not, it sets the position so it's always at the bottom of the screen. Now from the crush position, you can see that when you crush position, it changes the score by 50, it changes the energy, and then it plays the sound it hides, and it broadcasts to showtime, which basically staggers when the cars move. This is the showtime, and it basically says when your score equals a certain amount, so the better you're doing the game, the faster the cars appear, and then it shows when your timer equals 100 or it's greater than 100, it broadcasts to you win. This is the zebra dying script. Basically, it changes the costume, and then when you reach the 4th costume or the last life, you broadcast to the game over, and if not, it just continues to change the costume when you lose. And the same thing happens if you run out of energy, so it's the same code, just different variable. This code is when you start the game, the zebra is set to false, so it knows it's not falling, and then it switches the zebra back to the original costume. It brings it to front so you can see it. It sets the position, it sets the lives to 3, and then it says if the energy level is less than -10, you change energy level by -1, and then broadcast the zebra no energy die, which is the die script I showed you below. Right now I have it set up to use the arrow keys, and so when it receives the start, it switches to the background of the clouds. And then if you press the up arrow key, it broadcasts to up, left, and right. And the same thing is done through the sensor connectors. And I'll scroll down so you can see it all. The button, it broadcasts to here. If you press left, it points in the left direction and it moves, and then it falls and it stops the script, so you're constantly hitting the ground, so if you move left on the platform you're not floating in midair. If you press the up button, it jumps, which is a build your own block. If you press the right key, it moves in the right direction, it moves and falls, and it stops the script so you don't keep falling. Here, I'm going to go into the jump block. I have 2 custom blocks. I have a jump and a fall. I'm having a problem with the jumping, and to solve that we set jumping when the zebra is jumping to true, and when it's not to false. So it tracks the Y position of the zebra, it points it in the up direction, and it moves 10 steps. And then it sets the position of the zebra so it can track it. And it does the same thing when it's false. And then it falls, which, when it's not jumping or not touching the color of the platform, it points in the bottom direction, and then it moves. For the black little strip that you see on the bottom, the only code that has is when you press the button to start, it sets a position, and then it shows it when you click the start button, it shows it. You recording?